This break is for friends of the feed, Ryan and his young lady. So, here we go. We're going to do a little Star Wars first. Yeah, JJ, I am in at 6, so I come here like 10, quarter till p.m., and I don't work Saturdays and Sundays. Because, I mean, I got to go home sometime. I just do it Monday through Friday. There you go. So she's a young lady. Shut up. I read that in Adam Sandler's voice. That's how that went in my head. Rick. Hey, man. Take a deep breath, buddy. We're not going anywhere. We've been doing this for about 8 years. It's not going to stop anytime soon. I don't plan on leaving. The heck is that? Okay. If you want, I'll take a look at it too. Yeah, man, $2,000. That's what the last one sold for. And I like the patches on the one he just pulled better. The other one, the patches weren't as cool. These ones are like the letters of his name. The other ones were just like random shapes. So he's arguably, his could go higher. Especially if he decides to sell it, I would emphasize the patches. They're pretty dope. There's a hit. It's Brian Herring out of 99. Puppeteer for BB-8. I showed my son the video of me breaking this stuff. And as soon as I pulled the last one, and I said my son would go crazy, he goes, "Oh, BB-8, BB-8, I love BB-8. I was like, yeah, buddy. I literally knew you were going to say that. He has a BB-8 that opens up into a big play set and little figures that go inside and play, and it makes noises and shoots little missiles, and it's cool. That's his buddy. I would love to pull a carry auto. That would really cap the night off. Yeah, he is. He's the only one we can't have anymore, so he does get spoiled to a fault. Yeah. I would put a premium on the Patriots one because the people of Boston will pay more for it. Now, let me ask you this, Jim. did it sell for 250 or is it listed at 250? Because if you're on eBay, sort it by sold, and you'll know a realized value, not a potential value. That is how I evaluate all of my cards when I put them up for sale. Yeah, Beckett's not going to have a proper price for that because it's a precious metal. You could argue it's only worth the price of silver. Beckett, honestly, that's how Beckett got their pricing in the first place, is they used to check auctions when auctions were the big thing. And then an estimated value based on popularity of the person back in the 80s and 90s. Or 90s, whenever they started. You can do your own research and come up with a good conclusion. Honestly, and I'm going to be real, to the best of my knowledge, I don't know a ton of people that go by Beckett anymore. Most people go by eBay, the average of the last 3 sold. All my friends, before I started working here, all of my friends that were not in the industry, but hardcore collectors that bought and sold as their hobby / secondary income, they would hit up eBay and just sort by sold. Because Beckett can guess what the value is. eBay is going to tell you how much somebody got for that card. Again, that's just my 2 cents. And the opinions of DC are not necessarily the opinions of David Adams Card World. Out of 250. There it is. The Jawa Sandcrawler. There you go. That's exactly what I tell people. It is what somebody is willing to pay for it. Like all these ones of ones. Excuse me, one of ones. There's only one of them. That's it. So if you want it, you want it. If you don't want it, you don't want it. There's one. There are no more. That's one of one. So your one of one trying to think of a funny example. Okay. Your one of one Achilles Smith rookie card could sell for $5 because he was a bust, or his cousin may really want it to give it to him as a gift and buy it for $1,000. Cards are only worth what somebody's willing to pay for them. It's like any goods. It's a commodity good. All the time you can go on eBay and see things like a Zion Williamson out of 99 base card, and they want $80,000 for it. So you're not going to get $80,000 for it. Rick. This one is out of 99. This is an ATST. I believe that's the one I got at my house. That's right. Oh man, that's why I miss high school. Laughing at all those kids that put 10 grand into a sound system and a tip on the end of their muffler out of 99. And here's the thing. So I have family members that are into car customization. I understand if you're customizing a car for yourself in your own style, if you're going to run that car into the ground. Because if you're putting, and that's typically what my family members do, is that's just their car. They never get rid of it. But there are people that customize these cars, put 30 grand into the engine and spoilers and kits and special paint jobs, and then they expect to sell it for 15 grand. You put all of that effort in there, and it's your taste. Somebody else might not have your taste. My relatives, my wife's relatives, are very tasteful in how they do their cars. Very, it has that original look, very sleek styling to it. Black cars, white cars. Nice, solid appearance. But then you get these purple with green stripes on gold rims with a 8-ball shifter. It's like, if somebody doesn't like that, they're not going to pay for it. You have to have an, exactly. Now, if you're making them, custom ordering them, hey, somebody wants something specific and that's your get, by all means, man, get it. But I was obsessed with buying a Prelude, either like a 99, 2000, or 2001 Prelude. And I was in Florida, and there's a lot of them in Florida. In the South, they stay pretty solid. And my problem with the Preludes were so many people kitted them out for street racing, and I don't have the same taste as half of these Fast and the Furious turds. I want a very classic look. I want it to almost look like factory, except for maybe right? Like maybe a slightly lowered and maybe some custom rims. That's about as far as I want to go on a Prelude. I don't need an extra grille. I don't need a 30-foot wing. I don't need, fender kits. I definitely don't need it lifted. I also don't need it so low that I can't get over a train track. I don't know if we've ever pulled this one before. I don't think we have. I think this is a new auto. Silas Carson as Newt Gunray. Exactly. So I don't think I've even seen this one before. That's pretty new. Yeah, I really liked my brother-in-law's, both of their tastes in vehicles. Because they would always make it look classy. They made it look clean. They gave it good lines. It wasn't anything nuts. They had great taste. Still not a mark, no. But, I mean, I pulled Samuel L. Jackson out of one. Yeah, really, what else do you want from me? Yeah, mark, but... I mean, come on. I've pulled some iconic hits out of here. Printing plates signed by some of the greatest stars. John Boyega. Not to mention... God, what's his name? How is his name escaping me? Wicket. What is Wicket's name? He was also in Willow. Oh, I'm a jerk for not knowing it because I talk about him all the time. That's right, a classic sleeper. I learned at a young age you never race the Warwick Davis. Thanks, Dan. You never race the primered car. If the car just is covered in primer, you walk away. Warwick Davis. I'm sorry, Mr. Davis. I forgot your name for a moment. But no, I spoke highly of you when I pulled you. All right, there we go. Now, the next part, 57 out of 100, Hit Parade 2020, Golf Eagle Edition, Series 1. Let's get it. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, that's nuts, dude. That's like, there's not very many of those in the universe. All right, we saw some pretty cool one. We saw a pretty cool one earlier. Oh, this one is pretty great too. Dude, how about St. Andrew's scorecard? And that's Michael Bradley. Just the fact that it's a St. Andrews makes it amazing. Very, very nice. Very nice. And now, 18 PGA Championship. That's Emiliano Grillo, the pin flag from 2016. This stuff is cool. I really dig this stuff. I hope he gets me some more of this for tomorrow, because I want to open more. I would have to put one of these in my game room, just because they're cool. Especially, like, I mean, St. Andrews, it's legendary. It's the old course. Kind of a big deal. All right, let me put these together. Very, very cool. Any room for this? Okay, I'm gonna put it over here.